Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Saturday, July 26th, 2025. Joe Candelari was in his early 20s when he faced that restless feeling you can get in between post-high school and pre-adulthood.
Summer 2010, I need to figure out what's next in life. I was like, you know what, music's not really working out. I've just got to move on.
Joe was raised on bands like Blink-182, Pennywise, Green Day, and Sum 41. His dad got him a black and white Fender Stratocaster in the 8th grade, and he learned how to play it, wrote some songs, and started his band Forever Came Calling his senior year in high school.
We would just do cool shows at like this place called the Sandcastle, which was my parents' converted garage. We didn't have a venue. That's how DIY it was out here.
But by 2010, Joe said he just needed to get out of the desert, a common reaction to spending your entire childhood in your hometown.
And so I got this crazy idea of like, I'm going to make 1,000 CDs of our new EP, and we're just going to follow Warped Tour. And we're going to sell it to the parking lot, and we will go as far as those CDs will take us.
From who? Forever Came Calling, selling CDs.
They're awesome.
Following Warped.
Check them out.
Are you in there? No, we're just selling straight to the line. I sing and play guitar. He plays bass. He plays drums, and this is my little brother who just believes in our band as much as we do, so he's helping us out. We used to be pizza delivery boys.
Did you quit your job to do this?
Yeah, I was like, I either keep my job, keep going to school, or do the band. I love music so much, I just did the band.
That's audio from a 2010 documentary called No Room for Rock Stars. It was filmed on the Warped Tour, which is a punk and hip-hop music festival that's been running more or less yearly since 1995. Joe and his band were featured throughout the doc, selling CDs for gas money to get to the next tour stop.
By the end of summer, we had sold like 5,000 records and like traveled the whole country selling. With the big thing, we were going around collecting names of people that were checking our band out. At the end of that summer, we presented that list to Kevin Lyman. We're like, hey, like San Diego's one of the last dates if we could play.
Just a quick interjection here. Kevin Lyman's the founder of the Warped Tour concert series.
And Kevin's like, yo, we have a spot, opening set. Like, you're going to be playing before doors. But like, we were just like, yeah, like this is crazy. And that's all I thought it would be, you know.
The band got signed and released their first album, Contender, and toured off of it around North America. They played the Warped Tour again in 2013 and released another full-length album a year later, but then something happened that made Joe take a step back from the band.
My mom had an accident in 2015. It just kind of forced me to be like, hey, like, I love music, but I also, like, my family's my family, right? So it didn't completely stop the band, but it vastly changed how the band operated.
And now, 15 years later, the band's going to be playing the 30th anniversary of the Warped Tour this Sunday in Long Beach. Joe met New York guitarist Steve Muskoff 15 years ago on that first tour.
So I met Joe. He lived in 29 Palms, California. I lived in Queens, New York. And then we just stayed friends. And then they started touring. And every time they would get out to New York City or Queens or Brooklyn, I would house them. I would book them shows. I would play with them. We just stayed friends for 15 years. And now we have a chance to do it together.
The band shot a video here in the High Des and Las Vegas for their latest single called And Still the Mick Foley of Pop Punk, a super tight 3-minute volume raiser with plenty of hooks and an anthemic chorus that rebukes Bukowski, then reckons with Joe's relationship with his hometown.
I was like a kid that had never left, right? And I think that there was this thing in me that was like, I gotta get out, I gotta get away. And so there was this disdain from where I was from, but it came more so from only being from one place and knowing there was this loud, like adventurous world out there that I just couldn't see.
If you don't catch them in Long Beach on Sunday, don't worry, there's going to be more shows and a new album coming.
Right now, the working title's Other Desert Cities. I want to name a record that because you hear about the desert of California, like, and my whole life, when you get off the 10, you see Coachella, Palm Springs, other desert cities. It's like the story of FCC more than anything is like other desert cities. Like, we are not LA, we are not New York, but we are how 85% of the world lives, which is just like, I get up every day at 4 a.m., I go to Total Fitness, I work out, I go to work for 10 hours. You know what I mean? And then I come home and try to write some riffs.
We'll have links to Forever Came Calling socials and that Warped Tour documentary on Z107.7fm.com. The town of Yucca Valley's Summer Music Festival turns back the clock with the Sangria Band, playing oldies all night Saturday as part of their lineup. The Sangria Band has a 4-piece rhythm section, a 3-piece horn section, and exceptional and versatile male and female vocalists. Their musical talents offer songs from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, along with current tunes. Being held at the Yucca Valley Community Center tonight, located at 57090 29 Palms Highway. Gates open at 6:30 and the show starts at 7 and goes to 9. The public is invited to bring a blanket and lawn chair and enjoy the show. All ages are welcome to attend and admission is free. Z107.7 is a media sponsor of the event. Be sure to stop by the booth and say hi. If you live in the high desert and you hold aviation in high esteem, there's a duo of aeronautical events happening Sunday. With more, here's frequent flyer Jeff Harmatz.
Small airports dot the desert, and 2 here in our own Morongo Basin are both having antique plane shows on Sunday. At the 29 Palms Airport, there will be an historic aircraft display from 10 a.m. to noon. Expect to see those high-flying machines up close, along with some more grounded but still spectacular show cars from local car clubs. There will be free donuts and coffee, along with hot dogs for sale. The 29 Palms Airport is located at 78569 29 Palms Highway in 29 Palms. At the Yucca Valley Airport, there will be an aircraft show from 10 a.m. to noon on Runway 6. Expect to see aircraft of yesteryear amidst Yucca Valley's fabulous hills. You'll be able to chat with pilots and enjoy free water, soda, donuts, coffee, hot dogs, and chips. The Yucca Valley Airport is at the intersection of Aviation Drive and Old Woman Springs Road in Yucca Valley. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Jeff Harmatz.
Save the date. This Monday, July 28th, the Boys and Girls Club of the High Desert are having a school supply giveaway from 4 to 7 p.m. at their headquarters at 56525 Little League Drive in Yucca Valley. Your child must be present to receive the supplies for fairness of distribution. This is a great opportunity to help your child get ready for a successful school year with all the supplies they'll need. That's this Monday from 4 to 7 at the Boys and Girls Club in Yucca Valley. And that's your local news for Saturday. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 news team, I'm Robert Hayden.